Hi, and welcome back to Educator.com, AP World History. In this session, we're going to discuss the scientific revolution. Now, part of the problem with discussing the scientific revolution with you is that it doesn't fit our period. Our period is 1750 to 1900. And the scientific revolution took place before that. So I'm out of order. Well, we're going to talk about this because this is one of your thinking skills called periodization. What makes a period, and what are some of the things that make it such an inexact science? First of all, we have to realize that 1750 is an inexact date. It's not something happened January 1st, 1750, and no. 1750, like that, okay? And how long does it take for some big change to take place? It doesn't happen overnight. And especially when we want to look at worldwide effects, then we are going to take a look at a period of time that's broader, right? And just as an example, here's something interesting to me. So our first period is like 8,000 BCE to 600 BCE, right? And then our second one is 600 BCE to 600 CE. And then our third one, group, that's 6, doesn't look good there, is 600 to 1450. And then we have 1450 to 1750. And then we have 1750 to 1900. And then we have 1900 to the present. Look at this. The number of years in here. Number of years in here is what? 7,400. The number of years in here is 1,200. The number of years in here is 850. Number of years in here is 200. And then 150. And then, it's been 114 years, approximately, and going, right? Look at that. These all go down pretty fast into how much years is in our unit of study. Why is that? Lots of reasons, of course, but it shows you that as we move forward in time, we have more to deal with and to evaluate in terms of the rapid changes that take place. And these things can be adjusted depending upon how historians begin to look at something differently. So I'm going to look differently at the scientific revolution. What is it that's the most important thing that 1750 represents? And we can all agree on that. Right, the Industrial Revolution. The farming revolution that took place, at the beginning of that first period, about 10,000 years ago, revolutionized the way people live, almost all people. Changed everything, created civilizations. And very interesting cultures that are based upon complicated, even written texts and so forth. So that's important. Then the Industrial Revolution is of an equal importance because people lived differently, way differently after the Industrial Revolution. All right? Now we've talked about how did the Industrial Revolution happen? What were the factors that led up to it? But one of them we haven't talked about, and that's the scientific revolution. Revolution is one of those words that sometimes gets wishy-washy because revolution is boom, change, right? Something happened quick. Well, what's quick? Is 10 minutes quick? Or is 10 years quick? Is 100 years quick? Well, depends, doesn't it? So there's a lot of people that are historians that do not think it should be called a scientific revolution. They're against that idea because they say it took place over a long period of time and the people didn't work with each other, blah, blah, blah. Well, I think that when we step back and we look at it, we say, wow, a lot of things happened. A lot of change took place. Let's call it a revolution. But it was a slow process. And you need to know that ordinary people were not affected by the scientific revolution. It was the elite, for the most part, that were involved in it, and even a small number of those people. But it has tremendous effects on other things. That's the point.